Okay, so I guess we can start. Okay, so I guess we can start. Hey guys, today we are gonna be demonstrating some of the features of VS Code AskCodi extension.
Uh, Guys, please do update the VS Code extension to 4.3.0. It was released today, and I am gonna walk you through the features of this extension. And yeah, so without any further ado, I'll just demonstrate what's new in this update and how you can use this update to have the best out of AskCodi extension for VS Code. So the interface remains the same. So we have a AskCodi extension, and you see this interface once you have installed the extension and you have added your API key. So all the basic apps that are there in the VS Code extension for AskCodi, they still remain the same. So let me show you that function for Fibonacci series, let's say. So all these apps, they remain the same. The major update is in this chat itself. So all these remains the same. So I am gonna remove this. And so previously when you used to use this feature, so this wasn't connected to any of the files that is open. So there was a context missing when you used to type anything here. So let's say I'm gonna type hi. Right now there is no context, so it's gonna just reply something simple. And if I ask something, let's say write a function, no, write a function to print stars in form of a star. So right now I have the Python file open in the editor. So it does take the language from there, and it gives me just based on the language of the file that is open, so Python file, it gives me the result based on that. So right now there was no context for this. I have nothing on the file here, but if I write something here, so let's say I generate some code here to print Fibonacci series. I'm going with the Fibonacci series example. It's a simple example, easy to understand. So right now I use the generate code application rather than this free chat. So I have my code here for Fibonacci series. Now I'm gonna remove everything from here, and as you can see, I have this thing. So if I do something, let's say I write here ABC, so, and remove this, enter the number of terms. So I am removing anything that tells me that this is Fibonacci series. Okay, so I guess this is it. So I will just say ABC function, let's say. So let's see what it generates. So before, if you give this ABC function as a prompt, it would have asked for something like it doesn't know what's happening, or something, maybe something else. So right now it says it looks like you have implemented a function called abc. So it's taking this thing as context, and based on that it's generating the answer. So it's also telling me that abc function generates the Fibonacci sequence. So not only it understands what's written there, it also gives you the explanation of what you are trying to do and what's there in the code. So this is something that has been added into the new update. Of course, there can be scenarios when you have a very long code. It can be basically like bunch of words, 1,000 words, 10,000 words, 20,000 words, whatever, and which can be troublesome sometimes because the models that are there, they are trained to take only a certain number of context words. So in that case, if something like that happens, it will prompt, of course, that there has been like a context length issue. So what you can do is just select here. I'll just go to a new chat and just select this thing. So now what it will do is it will just take this selected part as context. So rather than taking the whole code of the open file, it takes the selected part as context. So now it doesn't know it's a Fibonacci series because we did not select the part where it was printing the Fibonacci series. So it's just telling me like you have a function ABC is missing some logic. So it's pretty smart when it comes to the context that we are providing. So it already knows that there is some logic missing or something that needs to be done ahead of this function. So that's how the context works. Another thing that has been improved in this update is the copy thing. So previously there was some users who were saying the copy feature wasn't working. So now it works fine. So there has been a bug fix there. This was a Python example. I can just demonstrate you another example using JavaScript. Okay, so I will take an example of, let's say, Next.js and Material UI. So I want to create a testimonial card using movie and Next.js. So I'm again using the generate code example from AskCodi, generate code app from AskCodi. Yeah, so it generated the testimonial card for me. So a very simple example of a testimonial card. There is a card content with avatar and some text. Now again I'll go to a new chat so that it's clear for you guys to understand how the context is working. So let's say I want to use this testimonial card component in a page. So usually what I'll do is I'll import it and then write the necessary code for that. But here I'm just demonstrating the how the context thing works. So what I'm gonna do is create a testimonial page using, I'll just give it a little bit context so that it's easier for the AI to understand. Create 3 cards, let's say. Okay. Now it did not give me the correct answer, so what I can do is wait, let me change the prompt using my and Next.js because it gave me a simple example of using HTML and CSS, but I wanted to use Material UI and Next.js. Probably this will not work because this is gonna take the above conversation as context as well. So that's something you guys will have to keep in mind. Yeah, so yeah, it's giving you the testimonial card component in Next.js page. It's telling you avatar name, so basically creating the testimonials. and then you are passing it. So it gave me a different answer than what I was expecting, and that's because of this context. So what I need to do is create a new chat if you want to clear the conversation context and just want to keep this as the context. Oh, sorry. I had the testimonial card selected, so it wasn't taking any context right now. It was just taking this thing as the context. That's why it was generating a entirely new response. Yeah, again, that's why. Okay, so let's try this now. So, guys, make sure and be 100% sure that you don't have anything selected here. Otherwise, the context is gonna be something that you don't really want, and it's gonna be the part that you've selected basically. So if nothing is selected, the whole page is taken as context. If something is selected, then that selected part is taken as context. This is taking long. Yeah, so now I have this testimonial card which it's importing from testimonial card. So yeah, so I have the testimonial data and everything. So basically it has author, avatar and text, which I really need in this component itself. So it's taking this as context and generating the necessary code for it. Now coming to another part, so let's say I have some error in this code, or I'll just say this, complete the code. So this is going to be taken as context, and yeah, so this took it as context and then completed the necessary code. What this can be used for is completing the code, of course. That's what I showed the example here, or you can even refactor the code. So if I add something like s equal to, so this is not something that is usually used in material UI. So I am going to try to correct this code, uh, refactor the code. So as you can see, it removed the s thing, and it also removed the another keyword from here, but basically it corrected my code. If I formulate my prompt in a different way, let's say uh, correct this code, you could provide a contested. Okay, I haven't. Okay, again, there was something selected here, and that's why it's giving me this as answer. So you'll have to be really smart about what's selected there and what sort of answer you are getting. So that can also be the cues that you have something selected in the editor. Correct the code. Now I have nothing selected, so it should take everything as context. So yeah, now it didn't refactor it, it just corrected the code. Refactoring would have altered some elements in the code. Just writing that correct this code just fixes the code for you. So that's how you can use this thing for multiple things. So even if you have certain comments or something within the chat itself, that can also be expanded, or you can just select it and just say something here. So that can be used in a variety of ways, and it's up to you how you want to use it. uh, that's pretty much it for the new updates in the new VS Code AskCodi extension. This is something that ties along with the something that we want to do eventually, that AskCodi has access to the entire project, and you can basically ask questions regarding the whole project. Right now this chat feature only works on the open file in the editor itself, so this is one step closer to that. And yeah, if you guys have any questions. Can you also ask to refactor? That is already done. Okay, so I guess there are no questions. So, guys, we do host this event regularly. So, if you have any questions, do come to our live events. One important announcement would be that on next Monday, that would be 26th, not next this Saturday, sorry. This Saturday we are going with the public live of AskCodi beta platform. There will be some lucrative offers along with that once we make the public beta. Once we make AskCodi beta public beta, so all of you can access it, and there will be certain offers that we're going to launch with the AskCodi beta. So stay tuned for that. It's very soon. It's in 2 days. So yeah. And guys, if you have any questions, do comment in the video itself, or do reach out to us support either on Discord or on our platform. And yeah, other than that, that's it then. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.